95, 41.04, 12, and 23. Support below at 65, 57, 51, 44, 36, and 29. Pivot 72, support 65, 57, 51, 44, 36, and 29. Resistance on the upside at 79, 85, 95, 41.04, 12, and 23. All right, welcome. We are trading mini S&Ps here. We're giving out these levels here as a guide to the day. We don't know what's going to happen. We just know that we need something to help us trade as the market starts opening up here and starts trading. We are obviously market fundamentally is concerned about inflation and where that's taken us. So that's what the market's been moving on lately. There are the levels for you in the chat box area. In case you didn't write them down, they'll be there for you, so you can always catch up on them when if you're wondering what they are. But like I said, we have those as a guide to the day, and we can add to them, subtract from them, we can adjust them a little bit. Everything is dependent on price action and volatility. Everything we do here. And the volatility is kind of a little bit great here these days. So we have to consider that when we're trading. You're probably looking more at 4 to 5, 3 to 4 point stops as the market kind of quickly rotates back up here now. And the next level we have is up at 79. So market is kind of rotating off of those lows. Has been, kind of a very big sell-off over the last, 3 days, 4 days. And market continues to kind of, a little relief rally maybe. I don't know how you look at it, but maybe that's how you consider it. And that's where we're at. So market upticks here again. First couple of levels around the pivot, or first right off the morning, could be a little bit more risky. I see some of you know who've been with us for a while. As we quickly rotate back up here to, we're coming up here against our 85 area. So again, we are trading mini S&Ps, looking for rotations, as we're getting one quickly here off of our 85 level. Again, you have to take your stops in no matter what, and it was a little close to the opening, so there are some of our traders who don't like to trade that close to the opening, and then everybody here trades on their own risk tolerance. Everybody has different risk tolerances, so we respect that, and everybody has to know their own risk tolerance more than anything else. We are working this 85 area here. So if anybody has any questions, we are scalping the market. We're trying to take advantage of ebbs and flows of the market. And obviously, we don't think markets go straight up or straight down. So consequently, we're looking for those inflection points to give us the opportunity to make some money off of these levels. And obviously, nothing's etched in stone. Some work better than others, right? And some are, that's why we always talk about keeping your stops in and in place and getting ready for the next opportunity when it presents itself. It's always been the case and continues to be the case, no matter what. And this is commodity trading, so there's nothing here that's solid or perfect. And like Brad was saying, it's all a matter of intuition as to getting in, getting out. Those are all dependent on risk tolerance of each individual here. Market is rotating here, trying to rotate here off of our 85 area, quickly dip down to 83 and pop back up. You got the upper end of the range there, you can pay it off. And there are also many ways of handling risk. Obviously, if you're trading multiple contracts, you don't have to trade all your number of contracts that you're trading. You can trade smaller, scale in differently. All of those are options into your ability to get into a trade and manage a trade once you get in it. All right, we did dip down to 83 against our 85, so nice little quick rotation there. Next level on the upside we have is up at 95, so we have a little ways to go. Market is here testing this 85 area. Anybody has any questions, please feel free to ask. Let's see if we can, what news is coming out this morning. There's producer price index, which is the inflation gauge for retailers, came out already. And a little bit, not so bad. Market handled it pretty well. The market continues to uptick here a little. I guess it wasn't as bad as the CPI number that came out yesterday. Next level on the upside we have is up at 95, so really you don't have anything up until 95 area. Can we repeat the levels in the chat box area, please, for us? Those are the levels that we gave out this morning. And again, you can use those as a guide to the day. You can add them, subtract from them, adjust them, delete some of them. It all depends on your risk tolerance and how each individual trader trades. And again, you always got to keep your stops in place no matter what, so we don't get run over on any of these things. When the market kind of makes a run one way or the other because they're oversold or overbought. Man, I wish I could tell you that it was going to happen. We just don't know, and that's why we keep our stops in. All right, we're up here, kind of hanging on the highs here, looking for the next level on the upside, which is up at the 95 area. Whoa, that was quick. Hitting some stops up here, obviously, as you can see. Come up here to our 95 area. Quickly rotating back down here a little bit, so you got to be always prepared, have your orders in place so you can take advantage of any quick move, like the one just did. Can't spit it out, like the one that rotated up to the 94.5 there and rotated off. Again, scaling in, everybody's a little bit different in how they scale in, so hopefully you were able to find some way of getting in there. And you have to have pretty much your order in there when in place so that you could take advantage of that little quick move. All right, and then we're just continuing to rally here off of the morning. Again, the PPI number may be a little bit oversold considering the last couple of days of where we've been well, actually the whole week, right? The whole week we've been selling off. And so a little bit relief rally here. We'll see. I don't know if it's a long-term thing or a short-term situation. You never know with these markets. All we can do is trade the opportunities when it's presented to us. Sometimes it's a little easier than others. Sometimes it's not. So our market trying to turn over here a little against our 95 level. If you're trying to stay short, probably around the cover these at around 85 if you are trying to stay short here. All right, nice, nice rotation there against the top level there at 95. Maybe you were able to get in even after they snapped up there. Kind of stayed up there for a little bit and gave you a chance. And then now we're just kind of hanging. We said around 85. We got down to 85 and change here and popping back up. So maybe you covered them down there. Well, now I am flat after all that mess. And that was a mess, but it was a good rotation off of that 95. So, all right. So we are kind of hanging now. And let's see, support right now would be down at the 72 area, which is our pivot. All right, let's see. Crypto world erupted overnight after Tesla's Elon Musk said that he would suspend vehicle purchasing using Bitcoin. Oh, what a surprise. We are concerned about the rapidly increasing use of fossil fuels for Bitcoin mining and transactions. Oh, yeah, that's the reason. Especially coal, which was the worst emission of any fuel. Oh, my God. He's not really doing that. Cryptocurrency is the idea of, on many levels, is a good idea on many levels. We believe it is a promising future, but this cannot come at a great cost of the environment. Give me a break. Give me a break. Trading at 58,000 earlier on Wednesday, Bitcoin has slumped to 47,000, so roughly 30% below its all-time high of 65,000. Is now changing hands at 51,000, while the decline has weighed on the broader crypto world by wiping out 365 billion in market value. Musk still clarified that Tesla will not be selling any of its Bitcoin, and we intend to use it for transactions as soon as some mining transactions to be more sustainable, as mining transitions become more sustainable energy. Yeah, right. Like I said, like he's going to actually take Bitcoin and lose 10% in one day. It's amazing. Tesla is looking at other cryptocurrencies that use less than 1% of Bitcoin's energy transaction. A move that could be bullish for Ethereum, which uses low energy intensive proof of stake. I don't know what that means. Whatever. Yeah, like I said before, the guy who's going to take Bitcoin for currency when the market fluctuates so much. I tell you, these guys are all over the place with this Bitcoin stuff. Some who are against it, some who are for it, all playing the game. All right, we kind of held the 85 area-ish, and now rotating back up here. Next level of resistance we have is up at 4104. $41.04 is the next level of resistance. We did go down to the 85 area and held. We have no other economic news coming out this morning. During the first quarter of 2021, Tesla bought 1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin and sold 272 million worth. According to the company's most recent earnings, profits from Bitcoin sales specifically allowed the company to notch $100 million positive impact towards profitability. Interestingly enough, Musk just 3 weeks ago was in an argument with the Square's Jack Dempsey, who said Bitcoin would be a key driver for renewable energy futures. It also begs the question of what kind of durability Bitcoin has as a future currency when the price can plunge 20% at a turn of a tweet. No kidding. Right? No kidding. All right, market kind of slowly coming back up here to the highs. Again, we're looking at 4104 as the next level of resistance. Kind of retested that high and then came off again. So that 94, 95 area is pretty good. Not anymore, obviously. You're not doing 90. If you didn't have 95, you're not doing 95 anymore. You should have got in around 94 and a half, 94 area. Remember, we're scaling in. So you have to scale in a little bit differently given the market conditions. So we ran up against our 79 pretty fast. That didn't work out too well, but then the 85 worked out all right. It did get down to 83. And then we ran up here to 94 and 50 and then came flying off of that all the way back down to 85. Again, sometimes you just have to take what the market gives you, and sometimes you just kind of let the market kind of ride along. So, and you never know when it's going to do one or the other, right? We just don't know. We just have to take what the market's giving us at that particular trade and kind of go with it. And how you manage your trade is the difference between, making a little bit or making a little bit more. Either way, be patient and wait for the next opportunity, which is up at 04, and the support right now would be down around the 72 to 74 area. We did have a little support down at 85 just a little bit ago, and it did get down there. Right now, the 85 is not valid anymore. All right, we again just kind of floating up here against our highs. Looking at right now 72 to 74 support. Wouldn't touch 85 this time around. Could work, but it's a lot riskier. And the market just kind of grabbed it. We have no numbers coming out here at 9 o'clock. We have this PPI number, which is the wholesale inflation number. CPI is the retail inflation number that came out yesterday. Julie. Oops, sorry about that. I'm trying to get my attention of my wife upstairs, but you can't hear me. That's what happens when you live in a basement. Nobody hears you. They just kind of throw you to the dogs. Just like, keep quiet down there. Then she closes the door to the basement. Then you really, you know it's bad. The only thing she has to do next is lock the door to the basement. Then I'll really be in trouble. All right, we continue to rally here. Next level of resistance we have is up at the 04 area. Market again, conceptually, I mean, considering what is going on with the selling of the market over the last in the whole week so far. A little relief rally here after going down to, well, we started a long way higher this week. Let's see, we're on the 42 handle. Let's see, I think we were. Yeah, we were started at the 42 handle on Monday. We were at 42.28. Down to last night at 40.30, so 200 point drop there in the S&Ps, 4 and some change percent. So probably a good reason for it to rotate back up here a little bit. Again, 04 is our next level of resistance that we have. It would be a V trade if we go back up to the 4,200 level. Right now, this is more just a little relief rally. I know it seemed like, might seem like a lot of a relief rally, but it really isn't. All right, Jeff, welcome back. Hey, can you take your days off here? I like that. That I understand that. It's amazing how the game comes and goes at you really fast. As soon as you think you got to figure it out, it slaps you in the face. It's just like trading. Every time I wanted to increase my size, I always got slapped down really fast. The market always did that to me. Like if I went from 1 to 2s to 3s, 4s, 5s, I always lost money for a while. Then I went from 4s, 5s to 10s, and lost money. Every time I did that, it was amazing. It's uncanny how that works. So if there's any fear of I increased my size and lost money, it happens to everybody. And it did that. It happened. The market always tells you, yeah, you think you're good, don't you? It slaps you. You have you can make money for 2 weeks in a row, then all of a sudden you're like, what? I just was doing the same thing I was doing the last 2 weeks. What happened? That's what happened. Market gets you back. Continue to rally here, coming up here to the even area. Again, we're looking at up at 04 as the next level of resistance. at 04. That's the next level where we're trying to, I think we have some resistance. I don't believe me there. Again, the 85 areas where we had some support earlier after that rotation off of 95 area. And then get down to 85 and change there. And then coming back up here. Now we're kind of seeing what it wants to do up here. We have 04 as our next level of resistance. I'll get back in just a minute here. Oh, I come back and look what happened here. It's a good thing my stops are in place there. When I always got to keep your stops in there, especially if you walk away. Yeah, man, that was didn't even expect that to keep continuing rally. But hey, like I said, the market's been definitely yeah. Can we repeat the levels in the chat box area, please? Definitely not. There we are. Thanks. Not really the best day today, obviously. Coming all the way up here to the 12 area now. Again, just took a little bit of a break, and look what happened here. Crazy. Is that crazy? It is what it is. It's just the market kind of doing its thing here. All right, we came up here to 12, kind of giving us a nice little rotation here. Totally, again, ran right through the 04, I guess. I just came back and I'm going all the way up here. All right. So we got the levels posted up. Somebody's going to be coming in here working some stuff in my house. So unfortunately, he's going to be in my basement, and so I don't know if I'm going to be able to talk as much today. Sorry about that, but Don, are you around? I should check if Don's around. Don, are you there? No, he's here in the room, but he's not listening. I don't blame him. All right, a little bit of a rotation there off of our 12 area. I mean, this has been like hit or miss here today with these levels, right? I mean, some are working, some are not. And they're moving quick. So again, I have to, unfortunately, like I said, somebody's going to be working on some stuff down here and probably making a lot of noise, so I can't have that going on in the background. So if Don's around, Don, I'll give it a few more minutes until they start. So Hey, Don, are you around? Again, I have to, unfortunately, it's going to be some work being done downstairs in my basement, and I'm not going to be able to stay on that much, only because it's probably going to be some noise down here. We're getting a nice rotation there off of the 12 area there. Again, if you're trying to stay short, just have a trailing stop. And that's not nice little double top up there. So anything above 13 and a half, 14, probably rotate up to our next level. We got 23. I'll give you a couple levels above that. We got 23, 29, 36, and 46. Thank you. Okay. Anybody got any questions? Now's the time to ask, because I have to, I'm going to be in and out of here, only because of somebody's going to be doing some work down here in my basement, and there's going to be a lot of noise in the background. I definitely don't want to have that going on. No, I can't tell you. No, it all depends on on volatility. Really, Casey. The extension doesn't really. I mean, it could go on. Blue band could hold perfectly for a long time, but there's no. And again, you're in this dynamic right now because of the sell-off over the last week that you're having a little bit of a relief rally here. So, you know. This is going to continue to go back up to, like we started Monday at about 42.30-ish area. And so we dropped about 200 points, and now we get rotate back 100 points. It's like 50%. It's not the terrible thing, considering it's been 3 days of sell-off. So, but no, there's no rule as far as the extension off of the blue band. Hey, Don, are you around, Don? The market hanging up here at the highs, not get above the 14 area, and now we're just kind of hanging. Support right now will be back around the 85 area if we could get down there. And well, I don't know, more inflation's coming. It's what the sell-off has been going on for the whole week. But then again, you haven't been around for a while, so you wouldn't know that's what I've been saying. So, but thanks, Jeff. Thanks for letting us know. But of course, yeah, that's why the market sold off like 200 S&P points this week because they had the CPI number come out. Listen, Brad, I have to. I got some work going on here in my basement, so if you're around, you're going to have to. I'm not going to be able to making a lot of noise downstairs here. So we have to. I can't stay on much. Were you able to? Yeah, you changed it. I think. Didn't you change it?
Hey, a couple quick programming notes. Wanted to welcome those that are joining us today as guests. Also, a quick shout out to Chad B. Hey, Chad, welcome back. I think I sent out to everybody the opportunity to sign up for Sol's Friends and Family. If you haven't gotten it, raise your hand. Hey, Chad. I'll raise your hand. I'll send it out to you personally. So if you're interested in Sol's Friends and Family, you want to stick around, come back. Make your intentions known by signing up for Sol's Friends and Family. I'll be in the background, in and out. Sol will be in and out during the trading day. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to post them. If you need trading software, ask. If you need to get set up, ask. If you're not sure what's going on here, ask. So don't get left behind. Amile, I tried to reach out to you earlier. No response. I just don't want you to get labeled as a bot. Bob W., let us know how you're making out. Prasad, let us know what you want to do. Everybody else looks like they're in good shape. So if you're interested in signing up for Sol's Friends and Family, just raise your hand and I'll take care of it. I'll send it out to you personally. I want to thank you for being here. Everything we do is for educational purposes only. Nothing's to be taken as direct trading advice or investment advice. And if you want to pick up and learn how to trade, ask, and we'll be glad to set up a consultation with you. So make sure you sign up for Friends and Family first, and we take it from there. Thank you.